Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and today I thought I would, answer a question that someone asked, and this is, again, this shows how honestly absurd the fitness world can be. Because I actually got in an argument on Facebook with another influencer who got mad at me in one of my own sobriety posts. He got mad at me and got belligerent because I argued that we shouldn't care, like the testosterone part of alcohol is not an issue, that we shouldn't be drinking alcohol because it's an addictive poison, okay? And that the impact on testosterone is minimal. It's not even worth addressing, and it really should be the least of our concerns, right? It really is. And again, it goes to show how ludicrous the fitness world can be, because people will chime in. And I just got asked, in one of my videos, hey, you mentioned alcohol is a problem, and these people who are pretending to be virtuous due to being natty, but then they're glorifying alcohol and they drink alcohol. Well, does it hurt testosterone levels? Does it affect the hormone profile? And again, we come back over to really the ridiculousness of the question. Because when you look at the sum total of the data, fluctuations in the normal level don't really impact your gains. Okay? I want to be clear there. If someone is in the middle of the normal healthy testosterone range and their testosterone goes up or down 15 or 20%, it's not going to affect your gains. People say, what? It's not going to affect your gains. And that's what the overall evidence shows. It's just not important enough to matter. You have to have pretty large shifts in testosterone level before it meaningfully affects muscle growth positively or negatively, right? You do. And the problem is, again, people are worried about something so minor. And it's like, do you not understand what alcohol is? It is literally a poison that your body cannot utilize, okay? There's a reason it makes you intoxicated. There's a reason it elevates liver enzymes. It's because your liver has to process this literal poison to keep you alive. Your liver has to detoxify it, okay, because it is poisonous to the tissues of your body. And it damages the liver over time when too much is consumed. Even small amounts have a negative effect on our health, have a negative effect on our blood work. Okay? It's a poison, and that's the weird thing. Of all the things that people want to look at, I mean, that's the first part, then I'll get into the others. All right. Think about that for a moment. This is how weird and obsessed people are over testosterone levels in this community. And they shouldn't be. It's unless you are pinning it or you are clinically low, it shouldn't even be a concern. It shouldn't even be something that you think about or worry about at all. It is really almost a non-existent factor. Okay? Again, unless someone is so low that it's clinically low or they are utilizing supraphysiological amounts in a syringe, it's not even something you should think about. Yet people will literally step back and say, okay, there is a poison. And if you were to take any other poison, let's say arsenic, right? If people started consuming arsenic, would any of you out there, the first question you ask, hey, will this affect my testosterone levels? Okay, step back and think about that. Another documented poison that we don't consume for fun or social purposes, arsenic. If people started licking arsenic, would any of you out there really step back and say, hey, we need to be worried about our testosterone? Is this going to affect our testosterone levels? No, it's a fucking poison, you idiot. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Right? That would be the response. But everyone says, but that will kill you. In small amounts, it won't. Not intolerable amounts. It will negatively affect your health, negatively affect your liver, but it's not going to drop you dead in small enough amounts. We consume it, it's in a lot of your foods in trace amounts. That can lead up to chronically high levels. It can be a problem. It's still not the amount that's going to just, drop you. And so we come back over to alcohol's the same way, though. Yeah, you can die from it when you reached a deadly amount in a single day. But it has all sorts of negative health effects. Your testosterone should be the last thing you're concerned with. Let's come over and talk about the other stuff. How about the fact that it contributes to enormous amounts of violence, aggression, domestic violence, even murders, right? You don't think that's a big deal? Like that should be near the top end of your list. That's way more important than some minor shift in your testosterone. Again, that's a bigger concern. The social harm. How about accidents? You out there lost loved ones to drunk drivers? I have. You ever lost anyone you cared about to a drunk driver? How about that being a big concern? Right? Look at the death toll in America from drunk drivers. It's pretty dang big. UK, it's pretty dang big too. My second largest following. Right? How about accidents being a big concern? All right. These are all real concerns. Like, and again, it blows my mind that anyone even wants to discuss the testosterone. It's like we have a literal addictive poison that harms health and is killing people that they consume it. All right, number one. That has an enormous impact on violence, aggression, has contributed to enormous amounts of physical abuse, violence, fights. That has contributed to an enormous death toll in terms of accidents. All this stuff, like we have all these horrific harms that this causes. And then people in the lifting world want to chime in on well, you gotta more worry about your testosterone. As if it even affects it enough to matter. Like it blows my mind that is even thrown into the conversation. And it would be fine if they said, oh, the 7th point down the row, right? 7th point down the row. Because the other stuff will affect your gains more. Having a few drinks a week will impact your recovery more than transient shifts in testosterone will. Your body is processing a poison. And any negative impact on your hormone profile is a side effect of the fact that your body is being poisoned. It blows my mind. It blows my mind.